Are we recording that?
Yeah,
Definitely.
let's do it. Research today, tomorrow record. Yeah. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to Pillars of Gaming. I'll be the host today. I'm Quixie. This is
High voltage.
and
And I'm Alakais.
today we're gonna do something different. Up until now, we've mainly been talking about specific games or having a genre about games that we talk about, but now we want to talk about news. And it's some news that we frankly all agree that we do not like. It's about Dlss 5, of course. Let's first start off. What do you think about Dlss 5?
Okay, let's point out the obvious thing. It's not good. Like, let's get that out of our system.
And video.
And we're not here just to crap on it because it's not good. We mean AI, yeah, not good. You know, kind of what the trend is overall in general.
We hate clunkers, that's it.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, we're not here to do that, to hate on the AI just because it's AI, or because it uses basically AI to enhance it. No, we kind of did a little bit of research, and we have some opinion on it. It's not just some hate opinion on it.
Basically, what we dislike the most is what it could lead to. It could lead to game developers actually overusing this and actually discarding artistic intent and just letting the AI decide for itself.
That's one of the things that we're concerned about. So the thing is that we're concerned how it's gonna affect in general your system and your computing power of your computer overall. Will it be a little bit too heavy for the computer actually? How strong of a graphics card do you need to use it on one hand? And wouldn't that make developers lazy in their job? Because you have that and it can fix basically your game. Then if it can fix it, why do you need to put work into it? Like, those are in general our concerns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And being too dependent on the companies, because they show us a new product and then they say they want more money for it. It's
So
kind of
let's
crappy.
try to explain like what we researched a little bit and how it works slightly more. Like, to start off, it's kind of like a filter on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing it does overall.
As a lot of people say, it looks like a Luke maxing.
Like one of those Instagram filters that you make so that it can ride
Yes,
your
yes.
cheekbones, make the
One-
jawline sharper.
The problems it has that it's basically a filter on top of something. Usually games are stylized. They have some style that they're in. They're made in a specific way. They look in a specific way. And that applies a hyperly realistic filter on top of that, making it weird, making it look kind of weird, kind of uncanny. It makes it look less realistic in a way, actually.
I would agree with you if it made it realistic, but it doesn't even look real, you know? It looks very
Uncanny
crappy.
Valley.
It's not even about the uncanny valley. That's one of the things. It just looks bad. It looks like somebody draw the eyes on your face, and they move very
we
bad.
kinda exactly the movement. That's what we figured out. It has to do with movement. Usually characters look okay despite them being stylized. They look still realistic, and it's connected to their movement. When they move properly, they look more realistic than when you slap on top of them a filter that actually hinders their movement and how they're made to move overall.
And it's not only about moves, it's about the figures, the head shapes.
Okay.
You know, they look kind of a particular way, you know? And
For the biggest criminal for me in that one is the Hogwarts Legacy footage, dude. Like, how do you take a 15-year-old and make him look like 30?
Yeah.
They add
Depressed.
more wrinkles. The AI doesn't understand what the artistic intent is. It looks at a face and it thinks, "Oh, most people have wrinkles here."
oh, a
wrinkles-
man, he must look like a child.
It kind of doesn't understand facial features. It adds detail where sometimes there should not be. What you're saying is basically a young character does not need.
It does not
old
over.
age details,
Don't need the
basically.
wrinkles over here where
Exactly, that's
the
what you
cheeks
get
are.
from old age, basically. That's how your face in general deteriorates.
Yeah.
If we can put it that way.
And it's bad
When you
even-
get to 30.
And it's bad even for the old characters in the games. They look even more ancient than they are.
Yeah, add even more wrinkles. And as you said
Well,
earlier,
imagine what it's gonna do to Yoda, though.
Scrotum face.
and as you mentioned earlier, the movement is not clean. When the character doesn't have that much detail to it and is stylized a bit, if the movement's not real, you don't really think, "Oh, this is
The movement
this."
looks more smooth.
The,
That's the thing.
the movement looks more smooth because it matches the visual design of it. When you add realism to unrealistic movement,
You fuck it up.
you
It
fuck
kinda
it
breaks.
up. It's like watching a IRL movie and just slowing everything down by 2 frames.
And the thing is, because it applies it basically as a filter, but it does not apply it as a skin. Like, that's the thing with games, for example. You have skins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically kind of the same. But the thing is, a skin is something that's applied a texture on top of everything. It's a very well applied texture that understands the materials and the shape of the thing, while this doesn't.
Yes, we have that example with all the backgrounds. It makes everything hyper reflective.
Yeah.
It doesn't understand that it's not reflective. It understands everything like it's metal. There is a Skyrim footage in which you go through one of the rows, which is basically laid out bricks. It's in the original game. It looks muddy. It looks dirty. It looks dark, gray. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to reflect medieval times. That's how roads used to look like. But the AI doesn't see that. It sees, oh, it should look like modern day roads where we polish it, clean them, and even let's add even extra reflection on it so it can look even more pretty. The problem with that is now it looks like a movie studio set that has been cleaned and taken care of.
It does the only thing that does it sees a lighter pixel and makes it even more lighter. It sees a dark pixel and makes it even more dark.
Yeah, that's something that they've done for quite a while, and it has worked at some points in the past.
It overdoes it, you know?
So, to kind of put it in other words, basically what we have a problem here, especially with the backgrounds, is that it does not distinguish well materials. So it does not know which material should be reflective and which one shouldn't, basically. And it puts reflections where they're not supposed to be. I mean, yes, it's trying to make realistic lighting, but it doesn't even quite achieve that, because it does not know what type of material should be reflective and what material shouldn't be reflective, where shadow should be or where shadow shouldn't be. It just enhances basically the light, which kind of makes it look more realistic, but not exactly. And it kind of breaks the immersion and in general the atmosphere of the game.
Because it's not what the artist intended to add in the game. My biggest question to all this, what is this aimed for?
Well, here, High Voltage actually, when we were talking before we started recording, had a good, interesting, thing about it. That he kind of likes the way it actually enhances backgrounds.
Yeah, I think that it can work for backgrounds, because for my personal taste, I like to have better view of everything. I like to explore the game visually.
Here our opinion kind of differs. Like his one is quite different from
Yeah, because
Quixie's and mine.
their
I mean, I
opinion.
don't share exactly your opinion. It's not like I'm completely against it. I just think that we don't have good examples of it.
I think their opinion is based on the fact that the human eye does not work the same way. You don't see everything perfectly. You have
Rear vision, basically.
rear vision, and everything is blurred. In order for you to concentrate on the thing you wanna see.
Yeah, your eye focuses on things, and the things that it focuses on are kind of more visually distinguished.
Yes,
They're
yes.
kind of higher resolution. And the rest of it is kind of blurry, which the AI doesn't do that
Understand.
well and doesn't understand that. So it enhances everything, even things in the background that kind of shouldn't be enhanced. That's where our opinion
And
differs.
this is why I kind of like it, because a game, yes, it's not a movie, but for me, it's kind of the same way, because you have visual representation of the environment and the people in the game, and I want to see everything around me. If I can concentrate on the main character, yes, I'll see everything else blurry. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
The thing is that like high voltage likes the idea that enhances the entire picture, while I, for example, think it's kind of breaking again the artistical intent of everything. I believe that backgrounds are there to be exactly that, backgrounds.
Don't focus on them.
Yeah, and the focus shouldn't be on them, and that's why I don't like it overall. Because for me, like for high voltage, the thing is, for him, it's fine when it works on the backgrounds, and it kind of does. Yes, overall it does. But I don't agree even with that, because the backgrounds do not need the enhancement, and it screws up faces and it screws up in general like humans overall.
Yeah, we can agree about something else, that it does a good job with the hair.
Yes, that's
The
something.
facial
we-
hair-
is beautiful, yes.
Overall hair it does fine, and facial hair as well.
It adds a little bit extra detail.
It
like...
just handles body hair well.
But that's the only thing.
I know.
Chillax on that one.
That's the only thing about it. Even
That's
the
it.
background isn't as
That's
good
the
as-
only thing that we all agree on.
Because it gives it more detailing overall. It adds extra basically hairs. You can see the different hairs.
Yeah, and you don't look like a wax figure.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it comes to skin, it absolutely fucks it up. That's the thing. And maybe it could be okay for monsters, because we haven't seen it do
Yes.
that on monsters though.
Yeah.
The footage that they mainly showed us with was with
Humans.
And that's the thing. With humans, it's very hard to just slap a filter and make it look good.
Makes them extra oily.
It kind of
me
makes
up.
them move uncanny. It makes them act unrealistic in a way. It just breaks everything about their animations, it just breaks everything about their looks, and it doesn't understand their shape well. But we're quite interested to see it in action, actually.
Oh yeah, I will want to test.
Because
it
I'm
out. I'll
interested how
probably
it's
won't.
gonna do with monsters, for example.
And with
Like things with like dragons or demons from like Doom, the Dark
Dark
Ages.
Ages.
Exactly. I'm interested to see if it's gonna do well there, because overall I like Nvidia's enhancements, not this one.
But the previous DLSS,
Yes.
the frame
no,
generation.
not yes.
The DLSS is still the
Thanks.
same.
The thing is, I like NVIDIA GeForce Experience enhancements that it applies, and I sometimes even use them on some games. I even use them when I play League. and it kind of smooths out over sharp edges. It kind of makes dark parts darker. It kind of makes light parts lighter. It gives more contrast in general, which makes kind of the game look better.
But without making it look bad, because the
Yeah.
AI enhances in a way that it just does not
AI
look natural.
adds frames, pixels, and things where they're supposed to not be there. It makes up things to add more fidelity.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it more unrealistic in a way.
Yes.
While the old version of that, it enhanced really the game. That's the thing. Not always. It didn't always look good. But the thing is, it played very well with colors, for example. On one side, you have like the colors, and it basically takes them and blends them very well in together. That's what the old one did. And it kind of, again, it enhanced darkness and light. And at the same time, it puts contour in places so you can distinguish things better. The new one
Doesn't do any
do
of
it.
that.
And I think the old one, because people worked on it, they had better understanding of materials. Again, the reflecting problem, you know.
I asked the question earlier, but I'm gonna ask it again. Who is it aimed for? But it's not just because of how bad it looks, but what right now it takes to run it. Because I don't know about you, I looked it up. It requires I repeat, two RTX 5090s. You raised the prices, and in order for us to actually use this new feature, we need two of these motherfuckers?
And the
That's
spare kidney.
That's why we're concerned about it. And that's why we're making kind of this video. Like, we're pretty poor.
we are.
We want the money.
I have an RTX 4060. It's still an RTX, but it's one of the lower tiers.
We kind of work normal jobs when we're not making videos. So the thing is, we're the normal demographic that's gonna be like overall owning games and computers. You know, we're the I wouldn't even call us middle class, but whatever.
We're low class. Come on.
We're the general person, though.
Yeah.
We're overall the general public.
Typical Joel.
And who are you trying to sell that to exactly?
Not only that, I think it puts oil in the fire because the prices are raised because of AI, and you just implement AI in gaming.
Yeah, graphic cards go up because Nvidia just puts all their eggs in one basket and go for the AI. RAM goes up because of the AI, and suddenly they give us this product. How do they actually expect us to react? Even without it just not looking good, especially with humans. When you have that general background of everything, that prices are going up, who are you trying to promote it to? We already don't want you relocating your resources to AI, and suddenly you tell us that your new graphics cards and the new engines that you're making have more AI in them. Kinda doesn't fit well with people, you know?
Exactly. And the problem with that is the game development studios are the head ups. They're going to actually invest into including that because they're going to focus on games now looking as good. When that happens, they're like, the Dlss 5 is going to fix it. It's going to enhance everything, which is going to make things worse for us because we don't have the money for two 5090s.
The main problem of the executives is that they look at AI and they're like, oh yeah, take my money.
Do the job for me.
It's the AI balloon and it will break.
They're kind of throwing
some
all
point.
their resources at something that might work and it's just currently a big deal. they could have waited a bit. They could have refined this technology and afterwards released it.
Or
Yeah,
at
but
least
that-
wait
that-
until prices
Yeah, but
balance
that's-
out a bit.
That's the main problem with them. They want to be the first.
Exactly, that's
And
the thing.
every single one of them.
They're trying to rush it out, at least in our opinion, because as High Voltage said, there could be some good things about it.
We just don't know what it is.
Yeah, we haven't seen it enough
on
in
humans.
action, and we haven't seen enough of it to know could it be good or not. But there could be. Like, I can really see if it's fledged out, if, like, especially because Nvidia kind of said that they'll allow companies to have overall full control on what it enhances. And that's the thing. If they really do that, if they really allow companies to have a lot of control on it, and if companies handle it well, which probably at the start they won't, that's one of the big deals about it, and why it's gonna fail for me at least. The thing is, they should have spent more time on studying it. They should have focused more on how it works and how in general it should distinguish different types of materials.
Or how to
So it
mainly
can-
include it at the lower class, not the upper class.
Yeah, as
I
well.
think that they kind of use us as an experiment, because we're the gamers. We're at the end of we are receiving the results, and we're giving
We're
them.
basically consumers.
Yeah, we are the consumers, and we are giving them the information they need. It will get better, I think so, but it will take time.
It's gonna take way longer than we want. We don't want games to be centralized around this option to turn on DLSS 5 and enhance everything. We don't want games to have that yet. Maybe in the future, when it's more when it's better handled, when it's better sourced, when it's better consumer friendly. Maybe I would turn it on then. Let's see what it looks like. But
Yes.
right now, even still images look bad. And if still images look bad, in motion it's not. There is no way in motion it's gonna look good.
So overall, to sum it up and to end the episode, yes, we don't like it. Do we think that the technology could work in the future, and if it gets refined? Maybe. We have no specific opinion on that. For the moment, we do not like what they showed us. We do not like how it handles things. We do not have enough information though, so we cannot say in the future would that be good or bad. So we're kinda staying neutral about what the future holds for it.
Yeah.
But for the moment, it sucks. It has problems with the faces, with the background, and the money. The problem is the money.
That's probably the biggest problem for me.
So, yeah.
Overall, it just doesn't work as every other AI. That's kinda it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this new setting of a new type of episode. And if you like it, we'll do more of them.
Yeah, like let us know down in the comments if you actually enjoy these types of episodes and if you want us to stick to gaming news, you know?
Yeah. Have a nice one.
Let's go!